This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Wednesday, November 8th, 2017. The title of this rant is Virginia Dumps Trump the Chump. Now, there was a famous song back in the 60s by Buffalo Springfield called For What It's Worth. It started out, and I'm going to change part of the lyric. There's something happening here, and what it is exactly clear. And it is exactly clear that it is a huge win for Democrats in the state of Virginia, which is a microcosm of the entire nation. The Democrats beat the Republicans by wide margins in a lot of areas. They won the governorship, they won the lieutenant governorship, and they won the attorney general. But the real story in the state of Virginia is what happened in the Virginia State House. Before the election, the Republicans held the State House by a wide majority of 66 seats to 34 seats. After last night's election, the Democrats won 14 seats. So it is now 52 Republican, 48 Democrat, a dramatic change. Also, there are still 4 of those elections that will need to be decided in the next several days by counting the absentee ballots. They're that close. No one ever thought that it would get even remotely close to that amount. Now, of those 14 that lost, 11 of them were incumbents. One of the Democrats that won was an LGBT woman who beat a gentleman who is a big LGBT hater. Another gentleman that won on the Democratic side, 2 years ago, his girlfriend was on live TV and was shot to death, and her cameraman. He won against another GOP who had an A rating by the NRA. All right. Of the 14 houses that have flipped, all were lost by men, and 10 of them were won by women, and 2 of those were won by Latino women. So there is a dramatic shift going on, as I said, in Virginia, a microcosm. And the same day polls show what it is that people are most concerned about. In Virginia, 39%, it was on health care. 17% was on gun safety laws. 15% was on taxes, and 12% on immigration. These are the views that the Democrats have on this are diametrically opposed to what the Republicans and the commander-in-chief have. And we are moving forward on all of these issues, not going backward like Don the Con is trying to have us do. Now, the liberal turnout in Virginia was an increase by 8%. The overall turnout was an increase by over 5%. And what does that really say? It says this is the end of Trumpism, because you cannot win by running on Trumpism. You know, Don the Con does not have any coattails. Basically, all he has is racism. That's all he has. And that's not a winner anymore. The issues and the majority of what's going to be going on from now on favor the Democrats. And running on nativism, running on immigration, running on racism is losers. Remember, they used to say Virginia is for lovers. But if you're running on those things in Virginia, you're losers. So big changes are coming. The handwriting is on the wall. There is something happening here, and it is exactly clear. We're heading in the right direction.